270M cost to 460M profit? The secret behind Zhang Linghe's insane ad revenue, when 5.1 stars still means big money. What Zhang Linghe's drama boom tells us. I need to talk about this. 1. Because honestly, when I first saw the numbers, my jaw kind of dropped a bit. This second, Too Much, starring Zhang Linghe and Wang Chiran, just wrapped up its 33-episode run, and everyone online is buzzing about the ending. That always happens with a drama this talked about. But what really caught my attention wasn't the plot at all. It's the money talk behind the scenes. Nearly 390 advertising placements across IQI's II and Tencent Video combined, 203 and 186 respectively, if you want the exact split. That's not a typo. For one single drama. And get this, before the show even finished filming, they had already clawed back RMB 120 million from early sponsorship deals. Total production cost was around RMB 270 million, but ad revenue reportedly hit RMB 460 million. So we're looking at profits north of RMB 200 million, not counting streaming numbers or anything else. Dubon score for this drama sits at 5.1. A modest number on paper, with some viewers finding the storyline a bit melodramatic and the twists larger than life. And yet the show crossed 700 million views and stayed one of the most talked about dramas of the season. I keep coming back to this contrast because I think it says something bigger about where entertainment is heading, not just in China but pretty much everywhere. Good reviews used to be the main measure of a hit. These days, that link is loosening. Brands are just as excited by eyeballs, lively debate, clipped scenes flying around social media, and audiences passionately discussing whether the leads had chemistry. Whether the conversation leans glowing or skeptical, engagement is engagement, and engagement converts to ad dollars. Is that a good thing for the industry? I keep turning it over in my head. Part of me thinks quality and buzz should go hand in hand. But another part of me thinks this is simply how markets evolve. If people are watching and talking, advertisers show up, regardless of what any single score says. Honestly, it's hard to blame brands for following where the audience's attention already is. This isn't a one-off fluke either. Earlier in 2026, Zhang Linghe had another hit with Tian Shiwei in Zhu Yu, which blew up across both the mainland and Taiwan. A lot of the same sponsors who backed Zhu Yu came back for this second Too Much. And to me, that repeat business pattern is actually the more interesting data point here, even more than the raw placement numbers. Brands don't reinvest unless the first campaign genuinely worked for them. That's not hype, that's a track record. On top of that, the man reportedly walked into this project with 14 personal endorsement deals already attached. Dairy brand Jindian came in as lead sponsor, at what sounds like near title sponsorship level. And his portfolio outside the drama has been growing fast too. UCCI, Lancôme, BVL Gari, Puma, the works. The detail that really stood out to me is the claim that GUCCI bought in-drama advertising tied to an actor for the first time ever. If true, that's a strong vote of confidence from a brand that usually plays things very selectively. Now, some fans are saying his commercial value is creeping up toward China's top-tier traffic stars. Others say, let's give it more time, since one great year is an exciting start but not the whole story yet. Either way, it's clear he's built real momentum. The next few years will show whether he can keep pulling numbers like this, and honestly, given how deliberately his career has been building, I'd bet on him proving the doubters wrong. What I find genuinely fascinating about this whole story is what it reveals about how success gets measured now. It's not just ratings anymore, not just box office or streaming counts. It's a whole ecosystem, ad placements, social chatter, brand confidence, star power, all coming together into a much richer scoreboard than before. A drama can spark mixed reviews and still be considered a massive commercial win. That would have sounded strange a few years back, but now it's basically the new normal, and honestly, a pretty smart evolution for an industry that used to rely on one score to tell the whole story. So will this second Too Much be remembered as a beloved classic? That's still up for debate, and audiences will keep discussing it for a while. But will it be remembered as a smart, well-executed business play? On the numbers alone, that's hard to argue against. Sometimes in this industry, keeping people talking is just as valuable as winning them over completely. Scroll through social media and you'll find a lively, engaged conversation. The story goes big and dramatic, but I binged all 33 episodes without blinking. Say what you want, it's genuinely entertaining. A viewer on Weibo: honestly, I think his real skill isn't just picking scripts, it's reading the market. The man just knows what's going to resonate. Comment from an entertainment fan page: brands aren't just throwing money around blindly. They came back for round 2 with Zhu Yu because the first campaign clearly delivered. A Dubon user: not gonna lie, I bought Jindian milk. After watching this drama lol, the product placement was actually really well done. A comment on Xiaohongshu: whichever camp people fall into, one thing everyone seems to agree on: this is a drama that people genuinely wanted to talk about. What about you? Where did Zhang Linghe and his team get it right in turning this into such a big commercial win? What's the biggest takeaway you're pulling from this story?